put number 20 because every paper should be numbered. And then this is period dos, period 2. We're going to start with, let's do number 3. We'll do 2 on the front and then 2 on the back. And then that way you guys have a good amount to only have to do. So for question 3, my hint to you is first find X and then let X help you find Y, because we're gonna have to find 2 things today. We have 2 missing variables. We have to find X and Y. So my hint to you is always try to find X first and then try to find Y. So if I have X over here, I have Y, I have 51. What does this square technically mean? 90. So I'm going to put that in my picture. Anything that I can add to my picture is just going to help me. So I'll put 90 there. Is there something that somebody notices to help me find X, which is all the way over here? Is there anything I could do? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so if we know that this side is 90 over here, we also know that this side is 90 in total over here. So since I have 90 over here, I have 90 on this side. Because they form a straight line, in total, they're 180. So she said that I can take these 2 angles, and I'm going to write an equation and show it because I'm explaining it to the class. But if you can just do these kind of using addition and subtraction while you're doing it, I'm fine with that. I'm just show your little math on there. But I know that this side in total is going to make 90. So I could do 51 plus X equals 90. So what Erica said is literally just take 51 and minus it from 90. So I'm going to take 51 away on both sides. What's up? Yes. So I'm going to minus 51, minus 51. So X is 39. And like I said, if you could do that in your brain or just use a calculator, I'm totally fine with it. Just show your little subtraction. Because I'm a math teacher, I'm going to make an equation out of it because I'm extra. So if that's 39, now I put that in my picture. Whatever you find, put it in your picture because it's going to help you find the next variable. So now what could I maybe do to help me find Y? Add to what? Good. So I have 90 and 51. If I add these, there's different ways you can look at it. So what he's saying is if I add 90 and 51, so if I add 90 and 51, notice that these 2 angles are actually vertical angles to this side. So those are vertical angles. If I take 90 and I add 51, what do I get? Somebody with a calculator. 141. Another way that you could have got this answer, ooh, I put a 0, 141 degrees. Another way you could have got this answer is you could have thought about this as a straight line. A straight line adds to make 180. So 39 plus 141 would make 180. He thought about it as adding 51 and 90, which is perfect. These 2 are, if I add them together, it's a vertical angle. It still makes 141. So there's different ways to look at these and get the correct answer. So Y is 141, X is 39. Those are my 2 answers. And now I'm done. Let's go to number 6. Hey, what's up? Are you okay? Did I give you a sheet from yesterday? Oh, well.
So I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. For 6, let's go to 6. So 6, same thing. I'm finding X and then I have to find Y. I'm also making a YouTube video literally in this moment about this worksheet. So I'll post it and then that way you can look at some examples. Huh? Yeah. Today we are doing this, which I'll also make a YouTube video on during that period. And then
I didn't see them.
I didn't make a video off of this one yesterday. I forgot. Because you guys are ahead of the regular classes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 6. So for question 6, my hint to you is find the X's first and then find Y's. So what could I do to find my X's What do I know about these two angles right here and right here? What kind of angles are they? They're vertical. Vertical angles are congruent. So I know that this portion and this portion are congruent to each other. They're equal to each other. Since I know that they are the same angle measure, I'm literally going to set them equal to one another. So I could do 12x minus 37 equals 9x plus 5. So I'll have to solve for x, and then I'll use that to find y. So since I know they're equal to each other, put an equal sign between them, and now I can move something. It doesn't matter what. Does anybody have a preference on what I move? The 37. So I'm going to add 37 because it says subtract. So I'm using opposite operations. So I have 12x equals 9x plus 42. And now since I slashed on the left side, there's something that needs to move on the right side. Typically your equations will go back and forth. I slash something over here. So there's something over here that can move across. So am I going to move the 9 or the 42? 9. It's positive, so I'm going to subtract 9x to both sides. So I'm going to slash over there. 12 minus 9 is 3x equals 42. And then I divide by 3. So x equals, thanks. So this entire angle measure is not 14 degrees. I know that this angle measure is technically equal to 12x minus 37. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to substitute this value in, because knowing this angle measure will help me find y. So if I do 12 times 14 in a calculator all at once, what's 12 times 14 and then minus 37? Ooh, is it 100? I don't think it's 100. You're like super close.
The whole angle is 130.
131. I was like, you're super close. So 131 degrees. So that angle total. So anytime you get an answer, you want to use it, plug it back in your picture. It's going to help you find y. So if I know this obtuse angle is 131, what could I do to find y? Yes. Because I know that this makes a straight line means supplementary. In total, this should make 180 degrees. So I'm going to take 131. I'm going to add it to y. And I'm going to set it equal to 180 degrees because I know together the obtuse angle and the acute angle should make a straight line, which is 180. Now I'm going to subtract 131 from both sides. So what does y or that angle actually equal? $49? Is that what you got? 49. So this angle is 49 degrees. So y is 49, x is 14. So sometimes you'll actually have to plug it into an equation. Sometimes you'll just have the number by itself. But together 131 and 49 add to make 180. Let's go to the back side and do one on the back. What's up? Yeah, go. Is the pass back there? Huh? Yeah, whenever they get back, just take the pass. Okay, so let's go to the back. So this is just like a mix of different things, and there's multiple ways to solve it. You just gotta like be thinking properly. So let's do 10. Okay. So take a second, let's look at this. The first thing I would suggest is try to find x. Just try to think about what we could do, what the square means. The square is 90, okay. So I'll put that in my picture, that'll help me. I know that angle is 90. What could I do with the 90, the 5x minus 14, and the x plus 8 to help me solve for x? What are they going to be equal to in total? 180. Because they're making a straight line together, those three angles, I can use the angle addition postulate and add them together to make a total of 180 because together they are supplementary. So I'll just start from the top one. I'll do 5x minus 14 plus the next angle, which is 90, plus the next angle, which is x plus 8 equals 180. So now I have a really long equation. I'm going to combine like terms. So numbers go with numbers, x's go with x's. So on the left side, I'll do the x's first. I have 5x and I have 1x. They're both positive, so that's easy. What am I going to bring down? 6x. Now I have to be careful with my numbers. I have negative 14. I have positive 90 and positive 8. I'm adding them all together. So if I take negative 14, add 90, I should be checking that. Did you guys get the same thing? Plus 90 plus, okay, 84 plus 84 equals 180. So now I have a two-step equation. What's going to move first? 84. It says plus 84, so I'm going to subtract 84 to both sides. So we get 96. And then I'll divide by 6. So x equals 16. Now, if I'm going to plug this back in, I have to plug it back in to help me find my y value. There's two different ways you could technically do this, but I'm going to plug it in here. If I know x is 16, what's 16 plus 8 going to give me? So this one's 24. And then over here, I have 5x minus 14. So I'm going to do 5 multiplied by 16 in a calculator and then minus 14. What is it? 80. So I know this angle is 80. I know this angle is 90. That's not right. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I forgot to minus 14. This is 66. 66. Who told me 66 the first time? Was it you? 66. Did you say 66? And you said 66? You guys can both get extra credit. Derek and Alyssa. Period. 3. Okay, so anyways, so that's 24, that's 66, and this is 90. They all add to make 180. What could I do now to find y? There's two different routes you could go. Technically 3, but you got what? No, because this would be a straight line and y is not a straight line. It's an obtuse angle.
But you look at it's like the x plus 8 like adjacent to that. Are there anybody?
It is vertical to this angle. Yeah, so you could put 24 over here because that is a vertical angle. You could do that. Does anybody know how I could find y if I know 24, 66, 90, and 24? Think about supplementary, think they have to add to make 180. Think you could use vertical angles for this technically. So you could do 180 minus 24. If I know this side is 180, I also know this side on the other side is 180 because together they make 360 because it's a full circle. So I could take 24 plus y equals 180. Which is really just 180 minus 24. So what is 180 minus 24 going to give me? 156. You could also think about it as vertical angles. This obtuse angle is the same thing as 66 and 90 combined. 66 plus 90 would also give you 156. So there's all these different weird ways to be looking at things. But so we did 3 of them together. I want you to start on the front. The front will work you up to the back. The back has the harder problems. Start from the front so you get used to